Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of McMillan and Morrow. Don't know what he's laughing at. I'm Dr. Sean McMillan. This is Rich Morrow, my co-host.
What's good? We back.
Yes, we are. And here we are, and you're here. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be another great episode. Amazing things to talk about. We hope. We never know. Tyler chooses the stories, and he helps, and we never know where we're going to end up.
Messenger.
So here we are.
Here we are. And what a beautiful day to be alive, right, Doc?
Yes.
Don't say that like, why you give me that look?
It's a nice
something behind
a nice
that.
haircut
There was something behind that, though.
since we're all.
Is it not a beautiful day to be alive? You say it on your voicemail.
It's a beautiful day to be alive. Okay.
I need some more enthusiasm. I'm trying to get into this.
Really?
Yeah. Come on, give me some enthusiasm. Don't act like we've been here for 2 episodes already. Act like this is what we're doing today.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay. So I got a question for you because it has to do with our first story. Do you believe you have a doppelganger out there?
A what?
A doppelganger.
What is that?
You know all these crazy words.
No, I don't know what that was. That a twin?
Yeah.
Okay. See how I deduced it quickly?
How did you figure out doppelganger from context like that?
From the context clues of the sentence.
From the sentence, not the word, not the country of origin or
That's good. Country of origin. Language of origin. not
language
country
of origin, country of origin. They ask both of them in the spelling bee. They do.
Okay.
They do.
Hey, I don't know. What are we doing?
I'm asking you if you believe you have a doppelganger out there.
A twin?
Yeah, or somebody that looks like you.
I went to high school with someone who looked like me.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a friend that does, and I do believe I don't know if there's a statistic on this, but I know I've read somewhere years ago that there may be like a statistic of like everybody has at least like 4 to 6 people or something out there that probably almost look identical to you in the world. And I'm curious because that would just be crazy.
I knew 2 other people that looked like the both of us. No, really, it's really weird. And one of them got killed. And 3 of us, we all knew each other
That's crazy.
because we all played basketball.
Oh, okay.
And one of us died, and the 3 of us went to the funeral.
And people were probably like,
Yes, his mother
what?
was like, because she had never met us.
Yeah,
And we all walk in, and we all look like her dead son.
that is wild.
You know, it was really, yeah.
You could
So,
low-key make like a trippy movie about that.
yeah. So wait. So there's another one of you out there?
Yeah, actually, and he's a friend of mine named Ajaman. I had to, so when I first
I want to
started
see his photo.
I'm going to show you. So
Yes.
check me out. This is how I found out.
Okay.
I was looking for agencies when I first started modeling.
Yeah.
And one of my mentors was like, yo, you should look at this board. You should look at that board. Find people that look like you and try to do what they're doing in their book, with photographers. And that's how you'll, be able to make up some ground. So I'm researching. I come across this one dude's profile. And I'm like, he looks a lot like me. And I start going to his photos. I'm like, this is kind of weird. Then I found out he's from Ohio, too. Even weirder. Then he went to college in Florida. Even crazier. So I ended up reaching out to him. I'm like, yo. I was like, one of my mentors told me to like study what you've been doing because I'm getting into modeling. And he became kind of like a mentor in the industry for me because he's older than me. But he doesn't look older than me. He looked the exact same age.
I want to see this guy.
I'm going to show you him.
He's on social media?
Yeah. So, but to even prove the point, when I got signed, we got signed to the same agency. And when I started booking jobs, every single job that I went on, people were like, you look like somebody that we've worked with before. And it was him every single time.
No, I'm saying pull out your phone.
Oh, you want to see it in real
and
time?
right now, because I want to verify this for the people.
Okay,
the
let's see.
audience wants to know if an independent source can corroborate the fact that he's your
Doppelganger.
ganger person. So we're waiting, people. All right, let me see. All right.
Most of his pictures are him modeling, so you got to picture me in that context.
Okay. I'm looking at the guy right now, people, and my official response is he does not look like you.
You got to see him in person.
No, he does not. I mean, you're both black.
At least there's that.
Okay, look, you see? No.
Everybody that
See it?
meets
Let's see it.
meets me
Phenotypically
in the
similar.
modeling world. Now I have modeling pictures that I look similar to him in. I think he got a bigger forehead than me.
They're like the same cutout, but don't look that like
He's
that
got a
much
different
in the
head shape
face.
than I do.
His is more oval.
Yeah.
And no, I mean the nose is similar, the cheekbones are similar, but that's it. But people,
The abs similar, body
Wow.
type. We got like the same body type. I think that's what gets people.
so let me ask you a ridiculous question, because I am evil personified.
Go for
So
it.
when you saw him, did you fall in love?
No, I don't love myself that much. I
No?
do, but I don't. But it was crazy because I felt like I had met almost like a relative. And he's from Ohio and went to school in Florida just like me. I was like, something weird about that. But
That's a form of
and we with the
falling in
same agency still.
love. Really?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And he's acting now.
So, but it's interesting. I'm being silly, but actually I'm not. So meeting someone who most reminded you physically of yourself.
That's the most closest person so
How
far.
about I finish the thought?
No, I was just letting you know.
Did it elicit any response to you emotionally, from you emotionally?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Because I'm an only child too.
I would think I would think that it would.
Yeah, because I'm an only child.
Yeah.
And we are like brothers though at this point. And I've known him for going on 10 years now. And it's crazy. He played basketball just like I did, played football too, and all kinds of stuff. So it was almost like it was meant for me to meet him for sure. But it's crazy to think about how many more people might be out there.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't really think he looks like you.
I think his presence in person is a lot more like mine too, because we actually are very personable and, similarly in body type and look. So for a lot of people that don't see people like us often, I'm the first person that, people remind him of.
I mean, you do look like you could be related.
Like he could be a cousin or something.
Yeah, like a cousin.
But I wouldn't be surprised. Like if I had an older brother, I would imagine my older brother would probably look similar. You know what I mean? I mean, I do have one, but he's a half brother. But anyway, to dive into the story and why I'm even telling you this is, according to the NPR,
There's a thought.
in Russia, you didn't forgot we was even having the story.
I thought that was the story.
No, but I wanted to ask you because I haven't asked anyone that before. According to NPR, though, in Russia, a woman is getting 21 years for trying to kill her doppelganger with poisoned cheesecake. There's a movie actually too with Jake Gyllenhaal about his doppelganger, about a doppelganger situation, which is kind of wild. I feel like you should check it out. But believe it or not, it says scientists say that statistically, every person has roughly 6 doppelgangers. I was right, 6 doppelgangers out there in the world. Isn't that wild? And you might have met 3 or 4 of yours.
I did. I met 3 of them.
That is wild.
Yeah, 3 of them.
And other people agreed too? Well, obviously his mama did.
We look very similar.
Really? You got to show me these people.
Yeah.
So
Ironically, I'm not in connection with any of them anymore.
after the funeral, y'all probably were like, yeah, I don't know if we can
No,
continue
you know,
doing
you
this.
know,
We're going to scare the hell out of some people.
you know, you grow up.
Yeah.
And you lose track of
Just,
people.
yeah.
Yeah. I tend not to hang on to people very well.
Is there a way for you to get in touch with them? Do you still have their info? No, you don't even know. You know their names though.
No, barely.
Barely. You just know what they look like.
High school, all a blur.
That's kind of crazy.
I
though.
remember my 2 best friends, Terrain and Sean. Titus is my other best friend in
Okay.
high school. But outside of a couple other people,
You're probably one of the few people though that actually get to meet.
yeah, my own, what's it called?
Doppelganger.
Can we get a better word?
They need a better word for it. They definitely need a better word
How
for it.
about look-alike, twins?
Yeah, right. But about this story, so check this out.
I'm trying to avoid this story.
I know. There's a Russian woman living in New York City, and she's the one that tried to
kill
poison the other
doppelganger
doppelganger.
with the
And
cheesecake.
so apparently they were friends, and afterwards she stole her identity and valuables. So the woman, described as a ruthless and calculating con artist, attempted to murder her in an attempt to steal her identity and avoid facing charges in Russia for a separate murder in 2014, involved in the death of a friend and subsequent
Be careful
death
what
there.
you ask for. You want somebody that looks like you, and then here they come with all of this.
And it says it was also revealed that in New York, she engaged in illegal activities such as drugging clients as an escort or dominatrix to rob them. This woman sounds like a spy or something.
Yeah, well, Yeah.
Crazy little situation in New York, your city.
So you gonna do that, huh? I'm gonna talk about your pants.
My pants is cool.
It's a lot going on.
And they got love on them.
Wow. Let's move on.
No, but question though, what do you think, this has nothing to do with the story though. What do you think that would do for most people, the average person, meeting
What?
somebody that looks like them? Because they say you wouldn't even recognize your own voice.
But let's make it more interesting.
Go for it.
What do any of us think would happen? How would we respond to meeting someone who looks like us, but with that kind of character? So it's like meeting a version of yourself that you would receive physically, but reject
Yeah.
in terms of who they are.
That's what the Gyllenhaal movie was kind of about.
I mean, that's frightening, really.
Kind of.
Like, I want to like you, but I'm driven to hate you or to reject you. I'm confused. Do I like you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just, what that says to me, the dimension of depth for that, as it relates to this, I should say, is that, man, it's not how you appear. It's how you behave,
Yeah.
you know? Because you can look like me, but have no association with what I believe in.
At all.
And in which case, you can't stay. No matter how much you remind me of myself. When I just told you that I don't keep in touch with those,
I got you.
I was telling you more
I got
than you
you.
thought I was.
Because if they were a lot more like you, you probably definitely still have them in your life.
Listen, if you're on the same road that I am,
Yeah.
in terms of what I believe in and whatever, I'm sure there's always
How
room.
long ago did y'all know each other?
High school.
High school.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it might have been your adult life.
No, high school.
I was wondering if they might still be aware of what
And
you're
just to be
doing
clear, I
this
went to high school. Those you trying to figure out what I went to high school. I graduated from high school in 1990.
way. Okay.
So 86 to 90, high school.
Okay.
So
it's
that's
been
how
about
long.
30 years since
Yeah,
you then.
high school. So yeah, just they looked like me and we favored each other, but
They were from New York too?
yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were.
No, they're from New York.
Okay.
All from Queens, except one. The one that died was from I think Brooklyn or Manhattan.
You know what this made me think of when I first heard it? I'm like, I wonder if we went to like, say, Africa, you know, if there'd be a lot more, you know, if they dressed like us, that we probably would feel looked similar to us. We just don't see as many people.
But here's what I found. I don't know if this is Googleable or not. I found that human faces resemble each other. So there's a certain
Template. so to
template
speak.
for a kind of face.
Okay.
So my face is a template, and a lot of people fit that template. Now, I don't know how that works out, why that's the
Yeah.
case. So your face, there are a bunch of people
Yeah.
who look, and I think that's true for all of us. Again,
That's why certain people remind us of someone when we see them, or like, I got a friend that, you know, kind of look like.
but what I'm saying is, and I think you're right, what I'm saying is it's important that you don't just look for your reflection,
Yeah.
right? That you look for something else.
Yeah. It's got to be deeper.
So,
It's got to be deeper.
I mean,
beneath the surface.
yeah, I've
Yeah,
done,
no,
I've
that's
done
the end
all
of
I
the
can
story.
with the Russian.
Yeah, with the doppelganger. Just remember that word. All right.
I'm not going to remember that word.
We're going to be right back after this break.
We're taking a
gonna-
break?
Yeah, we're going to take our first break.
I needed it.
We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're back from the break. These two are laughing. These two are not. And I'm with you, people. I'm with you.
They know who you with.
Wow.
They can see you're not laughing. That's why.
Wow. That was really,
Aggressive.
yeah. Are you okay?
This is me messing with you because you be doing the same thing. It's kind of like the New York humor where you don't know if somebody's serious or they're not. You're kind of like, yeah. Anyway, Q&A time. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what to do with me right now. I love
You do
it.
realize we're on television?
Yeah,
right
I do,
now,
I do,
like
I do.
Actual
Actual television.
television.
Yeah. But people know that about New York people.
It's not just an internet show.
No, but
This
people
thing
know
is-
that about New Yorkers too.
I tape
How
this,
many people
I
you
tape
think-
this show on my television.
That's good.
I'm
It
just
gets
saying.
our views up.
Does it do that?
Probably.
Okay.
probably.
Good. With the question.
So we got some questions for you.
I didn't know that. I should have been taping this sooner.
Put it on repeat. Just
Everybody in the room, tape this show. You two people.
My mom just
Immediately.
told me she was gonna tape it yesterday.
Yes, she did?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's clap for Mom.
I got people on my bowling. Everybody on my bowling team tapes the show every week.
More claps. If you take the show, we clap. All right.
So-
Thank you, viewers. We love you.
So first question,
Nah, I'm happy.
and you should be happy. These people are really asking you these questions too. So
Oh, okay,
they're
okay.
genuinely interested.
Okay.
To you, what is the difference between a cult and a religion? And what are the defining characteristics of a religion?
All right.
Here we go.
Religion at its best leads to freedom and an association with the divine. A cult is about manipulation and bondage.
Bondage.
I say religion at its best because often religion has
Doesn't reach that.
very cult-like tendencies, and it becomes a slippery slope. At its best, religion is about liberation, freedom, and pointing you to transcendence.
Yeah.
Right? And before you all get caught up with religion, I don't do religion. We all have religions. Working out is your religion,
Yeah.
right? Smoking weed is your religion. Whatever you practice ritually
Habitually.
and apply emotion and value to becomes a religion.
Yeah. Because you're
Right.
religiously doing it.
So at its best, we're talking about formal religion, right?
Yeah.
Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Taoism, blah, blah, blah.
Traditional religion.
At its best, religion is about liberation. Cults are manipulative. And anybody tells you that you need to go through them in order to access God, to me, you're slipping into cult.
Yeah.
And a lot of churches are very cult-like.
I think the money has kind of definitely shifted a lot of that too. I feel like a lot of churches make decisions based off of how much more money they're going to make than
Well, that's
the liberation
so
of the
do
people.
cults, by the way.
And that's what cults
do
are.
cults.
That's why you're saying it starts to get
So do
slippery
cults.
because
I mean, whenever somebody asks you to cut your mind off and to engage in group thinking, group reaction, group outcomes,
be a
group
sheep.
response,
Yeah.
like, yeah, you become one of the herd,
Yeah.
you know. And yeah, oof.
You could go. I know you could go.
I
deep
was
on
watching something on HBO. What was it called with a guy, a little big head guy, a little big head white guy. Big head white guy
Big head white guy.
was like, he was the guru, and then he ended up branding the women. You know what I'm talking about?
He ended up branding the women.
Yeah, branding women. Nexium.
Nexium. Why
Nexium.
does that sound so
Google,
familiar?
Google the guy that's the head of that. He's in jail right now. And so this guy, Nexium, he didn't go after like marginal, broke people.
went after him.
He went after like the daughter, the granddaughter of some
Important
European
person.
royalty, actresses, all these important people.
Sound like Scientology.
And he, listen, next subject, we'll get to that. And then, you know, he manipulated them. But here's the point I'm trying to bring up. All these people say, don't think that you couldn't avoid being in the cult, because if it happened to us, it could happen to you. And you know what I say? Not true. Not
Because you know the
absolutely-
signs when you see them.
Absolutely, I'm not. Brandon, me?
You know something?
No, it's not. Listen.
I met a guy that I helped do auditions for who was born into a cult, he told me.
Which one?
He didn't tell me, but his brother wrote a book about it and it became super popular. It's a New York bestseller.
Black cult, white cult?
White.
White cult, okay.
And he, very, very interesting story. But apparently him and his brother escaped the cult, and it was a whole chapter of his life that he had to kind of bury. But I'm like, I couldn't even imagine being born into something like that.
I think it's different. No, what I'm saying doesn't apply to if you're born into
That's
it.
different, obviously.
You're born into it, it's a whole another thing to overcome. But they were saying in the Nexium documentary on HBO that it just happened to anybody. And I'm making the case,
No, it can't.
No, it cannot.
Not to you.
it ain't happening to me. That's some foolishness.
So what advice would you offer to the person asking this question? Would you tell them to watch out for what signs? The signs of, okay, manipulation, bondage, you said.
Listen, anytime you have to compromise a great deal of who you are to be a part of something in the wrong place.
That ain't it. Mm-hmm.
Anytime you have to separate yourself from people you know love you in order to be connected to an institution,
Yeah, I was gonna say
wrong place.
with Colts, that seemed to be the thing. They try to cut you off from everybody. It sound like.
Anytime you have to take your resources and people make you feel bad about making personal decisions with your resources, you're in the wrong place. There should be no guilt assigned to the things you've earned.
Yeah, and that you
work-
do for you.
Yeah. So if taking care of me going on a vacation is an offense to God, you ain't no real believer.
Yeah, that ain't it.
Listen, you and your church can kiss my ass.
And they can bleep that. All right.
Yeah, no, that's.
Next question.
But let me say one more thing,
Go ahead,
though, and then we can be done with this. Anybody, it's not this. But listen, before we laugh,
Yeah.
let's get
Serious.
forget religion. Mm-hmm. Anybody who asks you to stop thinking to be with them, problem. I'm talking about the one who you think is sexy and fine and makes your eyes roll up in the back of your head, but they've also asked you to stop responding the way you would respond if you had your good senses. Mm-hmm. They've asked you to accept things that you would never accept.
We've seen that with celebrities. We've seen that with powerful figures.
That's a cult too.
Yeah.
Relationships can be cults.
Because it's bondage. You get
bondage.
bonded into that relationship.
Listen. If you're gonna be my girl, if you're gonna be my guy, you're gonna have to.
You can't talk to nobody. You can't.
Exactly. You
do
can't.
this,
You can't
do
like
that.
pictures. Because what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
a control.
People, this camera right here, run like hell. In the words of Whoopi Goldberg in the movie Ghost, Molly girl, you in danger. Run. Run like hell.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if I have to manipulate you in order to have you, then
What are we doing? Yeah.
We said that together.
You said that?
I said the same
I
thing.
ain't even hear it.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing?
Simpatico.
Okay. Second question. I think this is going to help a lot of our viewers out there.
All right.
We got two more. How do you overcome social anxiety?
I don't have it.
I'm an older divorced woman that has lived
Oh,
alone
she's
for
asking
many
that.
years and fear I will never have the strength to find a community to belong to. That's sad.
Well, first let me clarify my response. I thought they were asking.
I know, that's why I wanted to finish the
If
question.
I had it, I was like,
Richard.
I got some other problems, but that ain't. I have no social anxiety at all. I will show up and open my mouth,
Anywhere.
very at home. Read that last part.
She
again.
said, I'm an older divorced woman that
Yeah.
has lived alone for many years.
Yeah.
And fear that I will never have the strength to find a community to belong to.
Okay, that doesn't sound like social anxiety though.
But she probably has social anxiety about
Yeah,
inviting herself into other communities.
But let's
for
treat
so
the
long.
disease and not the symptom.
Okay.
Okay, because I think social anxiety may be the symptom. The disease, to me,
Sounds like
in this particular question, is drawing conclusions about your life that you're not qualified to draw. We think that because we've lived the journey, that now we are
Experts.
that we are uniquely qualified to determine what the future of that journey will be.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't have special knowledge. So the worst thing you can possibly do when you've had a horrible or difficult or strenuous past is to be pessimistic. Okay, let's do a little work. Difference between pessimism and skepticism is important.
Before you go,
ahead.
is fear different than that?
We'll come back to that.
She said she was fearful of it, not that.
We'll come back to that.
Okay, gotcha.
Let me drive.
Go for it.
The skeptic says, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out because I've never done this. It's never happened to me. It's hard to believe it. I'm skeptical. I don't know. I don't know is the important phrase.
Yeah.
The pessimist says it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Just straight to
It's not going to
negativity.
happen. I'm never going to find anybody. I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life. The problem with the pessimist is he or she, in this case, she's claiming to have knowledge she can't have. Your whole life could be different 10 minutes from now. You get on an airplane tomorrow and meet the man of your dreams. You can be in the supermarket and meet the person that it took 40 years for you to meet because they weren't ready for you 10 years ago.
You probably weren't ready for them.
How about that?
That's optimism.
That is, no, stop doing all this with
But
your
I'm
time.
saying it's an But I'm saying, like, if you're optimistic about the situation, you're going to look at those possibilities.
No, that's not optimism.
Then what would that be?
That's hope, which is different than optimism.
Okay, you're right.
All right?
You're right.
Who's driving?
Touche.
Who's driving?
I'm in the passenger.
Okay.
Seatbelt on.
So stop being pessimistic is what I say. It's good. It's okay to be skeptical.
Okay.
Because in the presence of facts,
Sometimes you need to be skeptical about stuff.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In the presence of facts, you can't help but draw certain conclusions. Like, I don't know if this is going to happen. But what you don't do is not be hopeful. And let's come to what you were trying to do. Optimism says it's just going to work out because that's how it works. The universe is slanted in a certain direction. Outcomes are a result of that. I'm optimistic.
It's the opposite of
The
pessimism.
hope, stay with me, I'm driving.
Go for it.
Hope says, listen, I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to put my shoulder rather to the wheel of history. I'm going to push and push. And I don't know. But I believe that if I do my part, something bigger than me is going to aid me in this. It's different from optimism. Optimism says
that.
it's just going to work out.
I hear that.
Hope says, no. Ain't nothing just going to anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do my part and to just believe the rest of the way. So what I'm saying to this person is this. How about you start hoping? How about you start doing your part and then believe the rest of the way?
Yeah.
How about you start believing that you already know what tomorrow's going to bring? Because you don't. How about you give yourself an opportunity to be in public spaces and be open to wherever you are, whenever you're there. Because if you keep doing this, you are going to end up as you project yourself to be.
Yeah.
Not because someone doesn't want to come into your life, but you're already closed. And when you're closed, nothing can get in. Was
The
it?
first thing she really asked us was, how do you overcome the social anxiety? So you talked about you wanted to address the disease.
Yeah.
Now I want you to speak on what she's, I guess, diagnosing herself with.
Right. Okay. Put the camera on me. This one. No, that one. Aaron. You need to get counseling. You need to get professional help, someone who can talk you through it, help you understand it, manage it, and work your way through it. Don't sit in your house and think that you can go to YouTube University and someone on YouTube can, no, you need to be in a therapeutic context. If it's acute and serious social anxiety, then that requires acute, serious help.
Yeah.
And so, what I tried to give you is what I think some of the causes, some of the, the emotional, maybe even spiritual causes that might make someone anxious about being in a social setting. But if it's genuine, a mental health issue, genuinely not related to loneliness, because the mental health issue is not related to loneliness.
No.
That's an imbalance.
Yeah.
Right? That's a response to one's past that's traumatic
That's
and not
being triggered, yeah.
Right. That's different. That's go get help. But from your question, this is someone deciding that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worthy.
And wrapping it up as social anxiety to feel better about
Feeling those conclusions as social anxiety.
Yeah, that's what it
That
is.
I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it, it's never going to work out, no one's attracted to me, so I'm never comfortable when I'm around people.
Yeah, I think that would make
I'm-
anybody anxious.
Because,
You
because,
felt
I'm,
like that
because
about
I'm
yourself.
always trying to negotiate those feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that's not a mental health issue to me.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that sounds more like you working, well, it may be in the sense that you working through value. So in that sense, I guess it is. Working through value and worth and understanding that. Come on, man. Until you die, I like to say this. If I'm still trying, it cannot be said that I've failed. It can be said that I'm failing,
But you haven't failed.
but I haven't failed. So giving up is a decision that this person has to reconcile herself to. Are you sure you want to give up? If she was here, I would say to her, are you sure you want to give up? Are you sure you're absolutely okay with letting all that is evil and pernicious and dark win?
I hope you are taking that in wherever you are out there.
My answer is no. What you won't do for love. Come on. You tried everything, but you what?
But you won't give up.
That's what I say.
Don't give up.
Listen.
Last question. We're gonna lift.
I almost
lift
threw
our
my
spirits
shoe.
up. I know that was a good one.
That's how good that
I almost
got
put
to
my
me.
hands in the air like.
That's how good that got to me. I almost threw my damn shoe at Noah.
So, what is one of the most beautiful things that you have witnessed? They want us both to answer, but you go first. What is one of the most beautiful things that you have
How
witnessed?
about you go first?
I need a little bit of time to think about that. One of the most beautiful
Cheese
things I've
pizza.
witnessed? I don't know if I should go physically, metaphorically, literally.
Well, I tell you something that I consistently think is beautiful. Maybe that's, I won't say it's the most beautiful thing, but it's something that I've consistently, it makes me, what's the word? Smile.
Okay.
It gives me my own little private moment of
Little joy.
I love to see children laughing and having fun.
Oh, me too.
It is my thing.
It's a pure joy.
I don't care what kind of kid it is.
Yeah.
Chinese, Eskimo,
Yeah.
fat, skinny.
Yeah.
But to see a child just unbridled laughter and joy. I was on a plane flying to somewhere, and this little kid was walking down the aisle and just started cracking up.
Yeah.
And I was like, see?
You can't help it. It's like if you don't
this-
find joy in that,
Like this right here.
you're probably not human.
I was like this right here.
Yeah.
So that for me is that.
I love that.
That's a real answer too, people. That's not a television answer, because y'all know I can be complicated. What's yours?
It's got me thinking. I think if I had to go into it, I would say the most beautiful things that I've witnessed in life have been acts of love in some way, shape, or form. Things that I've seen my mom do, things that I've seen people do for other people. I've seen people put their lives in harm's way, risking their life just to make sure someone feels good that day. Those are the kind of things that I find beautiful. I find beauty in people finding the beauty in others. That's probably one of my things that I enjoy most in life. Even like what you were just talking about with babies, that's finding beauty in the pureness of a baby and those kinds of things to me are what I feel like are beautiful in my eyes. And I'll never forget, I've told this story. I think I told it on your show when you had me years ago about the story when my mom picked up a woman and her son.
I told it on this show.
Oh, it was on the show, huh?
Yeah.
Then it was on this
You
show.
thought
We
that
didn't
was
have-
beautiful.
We done had a lot. I thought that was beautiful, and it was one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen. And I know that because I still remember it in detail to this day, and I was probably 5 or 6 years old. Yeah. Certain things that are like that stand out to me and stick with me. So I think acts of love on the highest level and sacrifices that people are willing to make for others in spite of whatever it may do to them are
Constitutes
just beautiful.
Welcome back, everybody. I don't know what is going on. A lot just happened during the break.
We got comfortable on the break. I got comfortable on the break.
Thank you for owning it. And
owning
so we got some videos because we got these things on, and then you see this thing in the middle.
All right.
Video.
And keep in mind, which of these reactions do you think you'd be? Because there's different people. So just bear that in mind as you're watching this. Who would you be among these people?
Why do
guess
people
is
like
none of
cutting me off in the middle of the sentence?
I
Because
thought you
we
were
like
done.
seeing your reaction.
What is going on here?
Because I didn't want to roll in the video and cut the video off.
That's fine. You two do it. Go ahead.
No, it's all you.
No.
No.
Aaron, whenever you want to play the video, you play the video.
Mr. Adam Sandler, what do you do for a living? What's up, dude? What do you do for a living? Yo, Rich the Kid, what do you do for a living? Hell yeah. What do you do for a living?
No way, you stupid.
You're not Michael Scott. Yo, what do you do for a living?
Move the streets of New York and look for good street.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm a lawyer.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, you look familiar.
Yeah, I play one on TV.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a musician.
Really? What kind of musician?
Who is that?
Funk.
What's your name?
He looks
My name
familiar.
is Dave One.
Oh,
what do I do for a living?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Play
Oh, that's
basketball.
cool.
Yeah.
Writing oh, I know
What do
Gashi.
you do for a living?
Yo, I'm a poet.
Who is that?
He's a rapper.
What do you do for a
Part of
living?
ASAP's crew.
DJ on a record label.
Excuse me, what do you do for a living?
I'm enjoying my life.
How many more of these are we gonna watch?
Let's keep watching.
What do you do for a living?
Who is that?
He's
What
a
do you do for a
producer.
living? Lance, what do you do for
You know Lance ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
Lance, I love you. Tell me what you do for a living. Please.
from
It's
New
not
York.
TikTok. It's for my TikTok.
I knew Lance wasn't going to answer that. Ain't Lance from Brooklyn? Is he from Brooklyn?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
14.
I don't know. What was the purpose of you choosing that?
He asked you, what do you think you would react like if somebody came up to you asking you, which one do you would think you would be the most like? You'd be the most like Lance. The real New Yorker out of the bunch. All of them might have been New York. I don't know. Where's that I'm saying? I don't know.
And that was all New York.
Yeah. But what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Celebrities are the only ones that would answer the way that any of them did, honestly. They're the only ones that would answer like that.
Yeah, I don't.
No, we're going to another video.
Yeah,
We
we got
are-
Unless you
no,
have
no,
something
no.
to say.
Let's
about
go quickly to the new video.
that. Okay.
that just
I
pissed Doc off, y'all.
Yeah, because you know why? You know why that bothers me? I'm supposed to care about how they respond to a question?
We're just asking. You watch
No.
TikTok scrolling all day anyway.
And I have the same reaction to that dumbasses. I mean, I don't understand with this obsession that I'm supposed to care about how half those people I don't even know who they are.
Nobody said you were supposed to care.
No, if you chose it, you must want me to care.
No, he just wants you to react.
Well, you did the reaction.
I know. This is great for television.
Don't care. I don't. What?
Look, more New Yorkers. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
This is upsetting.
You
To
gotta
me.
rewind it again.
I feel like I can't get back that
He just got really mad about that
15 seconds
video.
of my life. What do you do? I mean, come on, really?
They asking an LA question in New York.
What do you
That's
do?
what they saw. Was
What
the
do you
reaction.
do? I mean, you're only asking them because you know what the hell they do,
Yeah.
and then you want to get a reaction out of people
But
so that you can go viral.
people do it for
Come on.
other people too, though. They do it to regular people that they just see are rich. That's been something that's been
This
going
is,
around.
this is stupid.
But Adam Sandler, yeah, I know Adam wasn't going.
This is stupid.
I'm honestly surprised he hit the camera, though.
Aaron, you gonna play the video while we're talking? Is that how this works now? This show is totally out of control. Everybody here is out of control. Everybody, look, you see this? It's McMillan, and then it's Morrow. He just started playing the video.
Thought you were ready.
I told her we started before, but we started talking. Let's go for it.
All right, let's go.
Why is glass on my floor and up here? You busting my window?
Yeah.
I should bust your ass.
No one gotta get hurt, but you gotta run everything in this crib right now.
Oh, is that what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run everything in this crib?
Yeah, if you wanna live.
Well, I don't. So, think about that. You're trying to raise the rent with me in here, groceries, bottles, expensive. Like, I don't know whose house you think you robbed. And you came to the projects, like.
I bet. You violating right now. Like, that's how you feel?
I'm just saying, like, you touched, ain't you? Like, I knew it. From like, why would you climb my window to get up here? You think you Spider-Man? Like, I guarantee everybody outside told you to block.
Yo, just
this
run
right
everything
now.
in the crib right now. You chatting. Just grab everything
No,
in the
no, I'm
crib right now.
good. Like, I'm actually good. Like, talking about, and you got feelings. Like, Robin's got feelings now. Take a little right here and be on your way, bro. You actually blew my. And fix the window while you at it too, because you know the super don't play that.
Damn, your air fryer is busted.
Oh well.
I love New York people. I'm not
I
gonna
love
lie.
her so much.
I love New Yorkers.
I absolutely love her. What is that? Callie, you redeemed yourself.
How am I supposed to know which ones you're gonna like?
You redeemed yourself with that video.
All right.
I'm like, I
She said, I don't know who you
I
think you
love
are.
her sardonic indifference. I love her.
She said, I don't know if
That's
you
my,
think you Robin,
that's
but
my kind of person right there. Like, look, just Robin's got feelings.
why are we talking right, now?
Right, you mad because I'm mad? Not mad?
And you better fix my window, too.
Yeah, better fix my window.
She said,
No,
the
she
super don't
said,
play that.
Super don't play that. That was the best line. Like, look, don't get me in trouble with the super.
I like that she was eating the whole time. She ain't even
Like,
care.
whatever. But that's New York, you know. You get on the train and somebody's on there, I don't know,
Doing
undressing.
whatever. Yeah.
You know, and you just go, well, whatever. When is my stop? It's New York.
Y'all got the most tunnel vision out of anybody in the world.
Yes. Well, that video was redemptive to certain people in the room.
We got more, don't we?
We can keep going.
Let's do one more.
right,
I say we do
all
one
right,
more.
all right.
Let's do one more for fun, huh?
But I mean, I'm in a good place now.
I know, but that's why I want to do one more.
Don't.
15, yeah.
Let's see where we
Do we
can
really
take it.
want to like?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Look,
Let's push
this
Doc's
helps me learn
limits.
what.
I don't need it. He got his headphones on for no damn reason.
No, I want to do one
He
more.
doesn't even need them.
We're going to
Say
do
we're
one
doing
more.
Who said it?
Because it's McMillan and Morrow. It's a,
No, I'm
it's
not.
a vote.
Let's take a break. Okay.
You don't want to do
No,
one more?
listen. I'm not like pulling rank. I'm just saying.
You need a breather.
I was just annoyed, like at the point of trying to
This
see
one
how
might
we
be
can.
good, though.
Wait. At the point to see how we can get Tyler fired. do we really want to take me back there?
I don't want you to get fired, Tyler, but I just...
All right.
Oh, you know what? Because
For our viewers.
No,
It's for our viewers.
I'm a team player,
It's for our viewers.
and fine. Whatever
for
you
our
guys
viewers.
say.
Please don't get me fired.
I hope this piss him off.
See, that's not cool.
Oh man.
Is this show just triggered? Should we get trigger Dr. Sean?
Yeah, no. That's
right.
pretty much what it is.
Aaron, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go! Don't touch We're going back.
What the? What a back.
Wait, go with it!
What? What is going on?
Leave me alone.
No, go back now.
Leave me alone.
Go back.
No, wait, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
This boy hurt himself on the bed.
He injured himself.
He got a messed up hip
He's
now.
having a heart attack.
The black big boy.
Look at the black guy with the bat. He's like, this is the devil.
Okay.
That was good.
I keep my job.
That was good.
Tyler's
All right,
job
we give you-
depended on that one, y'all.
That was
So
good. That was
we
good.
glad that
there.
worked out.
That was good.
We almost lost Tyler for a second.
We almost lost Tyler,
Ooh.
but that was good. Now we can take
Man.
these off?
Yeah, we can
there
take
you
them
go.
off. I kept hearing my echo. Man, I don't even know what to say about that.
That was funny. That was funny.
It's like if you're gonna do a prank, let it be something like that.
I mean, they put a lot of effort
They
into that.
definitely.
Shout out to the people who put a lot of effort into that. That was good.
Man, and shout out to the guy that need a hip replacement. I hope that he's all right. That was
Is that a
funny.
lawsuit? They blurred his face out, so that could
Yeah,
have been a
he
thing. Yeah.
definitely probably looking for that video to sue whoever it was.
He's yeah. You know that's a lot better than hat. Look I mean, if you're gonna do social media,
It don't take
do
much to
that.
be better than that. Come on.
I mean, if you gotta do social media, do that.
yeah,
I like
It's
that.
harmless. Nobody's getting hurt.
Yeah.
And also, we're not losing brain cells in the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get a little-
Other than the guy who needs a
Are you
hip
prankster? Do you ever
replacement.
prank people or like?
I was a part of a real viral prank when I first moved to LA. It got like
What makes
20
it-
million views.
Oh, yeah?
I acted like I was a Tinder date, or I acted like I was a boyfriend of a girl who invited somebody over for a Tinder date, and I came in and acted like I was gonna kill the guy, and he was in my house, and it went super viral. But I felt dumb. I was like,
You had like you were big on Kick, right?
kick.
Is it Kick?
That was Vine. That
was
you think-
Vine.
I was about to say kick.
So what is?
Yeah,
What is
this was on YouTube years
Okay.
ago. I don't even know if it's still out there. It could be. But yeah, pranks are fun when they're done right, you know? Some of them you can just tell they're too obvious, and that's when they lose me. Like the one earlier with the girl start smiling because
Yeah,
of
that was-
the I love you. Yeah.
I don't do pranks.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No. Welcome back, everybody. We're back from break, and
I got a question for Doc because we're rounding out this episode, and the viewers always get to ask you questions, but I never get to just ask you a question of my own. So,
you literally asked me questions the entire episode.
these aren't mine, though. These are from stories that our good friend Tyler comes up with. This is a real question from me to you.
Okay.
If you hit that 1.3 billion, the lottery that just hit?
Yeah.
If you hit that $1.3 billion lottery, what would be the first thing you would do?
This is your question?
No, the very first thing you would do. I'm genuinely asking. Right now, same circumstances of your life right now, everything intact the way it is.
Run down the street naked. Butt ass naked.
That's the first thing you gonna do.
Happy.
So you gonna go to jail first.
I'm not gonna go to jail.
You gonna pay for your bail and get right out, and then
Is it illegal to be naked?
to run up and down the street
Fully
butt
naked?
naked,
I
they're
think
probably gonna
so,
arrest you for
yeah.
that. Public
Streaking?
indecent.
Obscenity laws?
Come on, Harvard.
At least put like a sock
Come
on.
on.
I've never done it. But
So let's try that again.
you asked me what's the first thing I do with the
Very
money?
first thing you would do. Not even just with the money. It was the first thing you would do. You hear, oh, you reading the ticket, $1.3 billion. I got the ticket in my hand. Very first thing you go do. First 5 minutes. You calling somebody? Are you passing out? Are you?
Not the first 5 minutes. First 5 minutes, I'm just gonna sit there and be like, "Is this real?"
You're gonna have to come to terms with
I'm gonna be
reality.
like-
Am I dreaming?
Dear little baby Jesus, in your little manger, with your little diaper on,
I knew you had something. Bro.
I just want to thank you.
And you
Finally!
you would pray. Okay.
Oh, I would give thanks. You hear
Thanks.
me?
Yeah.
While I'm running down the street butt naked. Then I'm gonna call a few people.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's the first person?
My sons.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I would imagine you.
I'm gonna group call them and be like, "Are you sitting down?"
They would be so worried. They'd be like, "Oh God,
Are you
he's
sitting?
sick."
Okay. Walk into your boss's office
Give him
and tell
middle
him to
finger.
kiss your ass, and then call me back.
Just do it.
If you don't do it, you're out the wheel. I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna call them
Yeah.
because we'll celebrate that moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Doris,
Okay. Doris.
who
I haven't
watches
heard her
the
name
show,
in a long time.
who's worked with me for years. That's my admin.
Good old Doris. Shout out to Doris.
I don't know. I'm gonna call Jamal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's like a brother. I'm gonna call Jamal.
What do you think Jamal would say?
Are you gonna,
Jamal.
Jamal's gonna say, "Are you gonna tithe
To my
to
church.
my? Are you gonna tithe to my church?" That's
So
what
how much of that
10%.
is mine?
Yeah, 10%. That's what Jamal's gonna say. He gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm so glad you called." That's Jamal.
I needed $100 million.
Then you gotta,
You're gonna call your boss, tell him you quit.
And then, yeah, I was gonna say,
I don't have a boss.
would you still come to work with me?
I'm gonna call your ass.
Okay.
No, if I had $1 billion, I would still do this show.
Yeah, we would just elevate it on a whole nother level.
We put some money into it. Sorry. No. I would. You know what's the best thing about my life right now? Is that I'm only doing what I love.
It's a great place.
I'm not doing anything I don't love.
I love that.
I don't have to go to anybody's office, sit in anybody's cubicle, sit in anywhere that I don't want to be.
Yep.
I write. I love writing. I do this. I love doing this.
You smoke cigars,
Love that.
go to the cigar lounge.
That's all I do.
Yeah, and travel, and speak.
It's a cushy life, man. I love this. But
Doc
it took.
is living a good life.
But
dog.
I've been homeless 3 times.
So you earned it.
Listen.
You paid your dues. I hope
Not on the street homeless, just people's back rooms and couches.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be like, damn.
L.A. homeless.
Yeah, at least 3 times.
Yeah.
So it wasn't always like this. So I appreciate the stage that I'm in.
I love that.
Yeah. So if I had $1.3 billion, I'd be right back here doing the show with a lot of security, so that you people couldn't ask me for money.
Tell you nothing.
I mean, you can tell me stuff, just don't ask me
You
for
ain't
nothing.
listening. 1.3 billion.
you know what I would do?
My selective hearing would go crazy.
You know what I would do? I would set up a trust or an account. I'm going to call it a trust. And I would put a certain amount of money in that account that I would just give away.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. So you ask me for something? Here.
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 Take it out of that.
Can I get $10,000? Take 20. Don't ask me for no more. You know what I'm saying? I would do that. I would give insane amounts of money.
Okay,
away.
I have a question before we wrap this up because this is the end of the episode. I know we got to get going.
Yeah,
Tyler's giving me that.
Tyler's
The
wrapping
red
up.
light is on. So, is it possible to have a trust or an account that grows? Say you get a crazy amount of money like that and you just put a trust and you wanted to give it away to everybody. Would that be doable?
Give all your money away?
If you just had it in a trust that was growing, high yield interest account, so to speak, and you had $1 billion in there, and you just wanted to give it to everybody that you possibly could in the world to help, would you be able to do that?
Listen,
I'm just wondering if anybody's ever thought about trying to do something like, all right, I want to feed everybody in this state or something like that, or in this country kind of deal.
I don't know.
That's the kind of thoughts that I have.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Let's wrap this up.
this is a great episode.
'Cause-
Either way,
What?
Doc, 1.3 million, he's taking care of all of us, basically.
He is not. I'm not even taking care of all the people in this room. Okay? So,
Well-
no, not true. I get 1.3 billion. We'll still be on the air, and that'll be the extent of what we'll still be doing.
Okay.
All right?
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I enjoyed it. And we're going to be back soon. See you next week, right?
See you next week, people.
See you next week.